Update. Find the link for the original story in the description. I discovered through her email that my wife is cheating on me. I am heartbroken. This is an updated story. For the original story, click the link in the description or use the link in this vid. Well, there's a lot to say, even if the situation isn't 100% resolved. Firstly, I went to see a lawyer and he told me to get all evidence of these emails in case it came to divorce. Evidence of her adultery will help me in court. He didn't advise me to use my children as pawns, but he did say whatever happens I have to stay calm, and he says he can get me joint custody of our children, which is fantastic news, as long as I can prove that with my income and I can provide for them, which I can. I returned home and managed to get copies of emails from my wife's laptop. They've been printed off and are now in a file just in case. Next came confronting my wife. She arrived home on Wednesday, late as I expected, and I had already put the children to bed. I asked her why she was late. She told me she had extra work to take care of, and I said, "It hasn't got anything to do with her colleague, then?" She seemed slightly taken aback, asked me what I meant, and I told her that I'd seen the emails. I know what's going on. I wanted to know why she did it. She began to cry. She didn't deny it, and there were a lot of tears from this point on from the both of us. Apparently he made her feel safe, as he had a good job with a high income, and that he gave her what I couldn't, and that was expensive romantic meals in restaurants, getaways in 4-star hotels. Here was when I found out that when she had to go on weekend work trips, it was actually her going to a hotel with him. She felt free when she was with him, whereas with me she felt that she was trapped. She told me that marriage was such a permanent thing and that she wasn't keen on marrying me in the first place, that because her parents and friends liked me she felt pressured into doing it, and that her affair was her way of escaping it. She told me she still loves me and that she still wants to be with me. She said the affair wasn't my fault in the slightest. It was a result of her marrying too early and not experiencing relationships with others before she committed herself to me. She said that she would end the affair and would try to make amends with me. I wasn't totally sure whether she was telling the truth and that she would end the affair, so I told her I would forgive her and we would try to go back to where we were if I was there when she ended it with her colleague in person, so I knew she'd definitely done it. She agreed, and we are now set to try and get our marriage back on track. It will take time. It may never be the same after she betrayed my trust, but we love each other. At least I do, and we want to fix this. She has set up a date for Sunday evening at our house, telling her colleague that the kids are at my parents' house. This is true, they will be, and that I am out of town for the night. In reality, I will be there and my wife will end it with him. I'd just like to say thank you so much Reddit for helping me. The answers I received were extremely helpful, and I don't know how I would have lasted this without your advice. TLDR. My wife has apologized. She will end the affair and we will attempt to get our marriage back on track. Edit. After browsing these comments, I can see the risks associated with the plans me and my wife had made. After all, what is to stop her cheating again? She could potentially side with him and make secret plans with him and backstab me when he comes around. Thank you for the advice. Alarm bells are beginning to ring. Even though I still love my wife deeply, there's nothing to suggest she will be trustworthy with me. I have decided to do the following: insist she quits her job. If she truly wants to end the affair, surely she will have no qualms about doing this. She is intelligent, she has a great resume and has good qualifications. I'm positive she'll be able to get a new job of equal pay. Invite my friend over at the same time as when we meet her colleague, just to ensure nothing will go wrong. I've informed him of my situation and he has agreed to come around. We're not violent people, and despite the hate I feel for this guy, I wouldn't resort to violence upon meeting him knowing the consequences. If she uneasy about either of these, this may suggest she plans on continuing the affair. If so, I may have to admit my marriage is over. I'm not looking out for me, I'm looking out for my kids. They are the ones who will suffer the most from this, not me, and I have decided that I'd rather end this marriage sooner rather than later.